Hello there. We'd like to welcome you into the Philly and Fred show for Wednesday, December 10th, 2025. We're going to talk about the Sunday games, the Monday night game, and then we're going to do a couple true or falses and do who's the winner and the loser of the weekend from both me and Philly. Alrighty, so we're going to start with the Sunday slate. Steelers 27, Ravens 22. I mean, early on, that looked like MVP Aaron Rodgers. I mean, finally, Kurt, we didn't complete a ball past 10 yards of air in the month of November. That's insane. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
You got a big 6'5", 240-pound receiver that eats steroids and weights, and we couldn't complete a pass. I mean, we got the biggest wide receiving room in the league now. We got DK Metcalf. We got Mark, Scantlin. That's the easiest way to say his name. And then Darnell Washington, which I hope he's okay. It looked like he had a concussion, but finally completed the ball down the field. Didn't run the ball as much as we liked, but still gave up 200 yards on the ground. They want to do it to me, Philly. They know what they're doing. They're teasing me. They're a toxic girlfriend. They're calling me right now. They're texting me. They ghosted me for a couple weeks. They played terrible. They played terrible against the Bills, the Chargers. But no, they sent me a little "you up" text. You good? How you been? Because they want me to get back in. They want me to think we're going to win a playoff game, and I think they get me. I think I like the toxicity because every time I go back. So yeah, that's what I like about what we did do and what like I said, the run game against the run, the Steelers, you got to be better than that. But it looks like we'll probably win the division now. But I think we won't win a playoff game. And then I think we'll get bounced out. So I don't know what'll happen if that does happen. And on the other side, they're in trouble. Like they're in deep trouble. And it was weird because it sucks because I think they actually found something in this game because their first 4 drive, they had 21 plays, 82 yards, and an interception. And then the last 5 drives, or no, my fault. The last 6 drives was 13 plays, 60-yard touchdown, 7 plays, 71 yards touchdown, 10 plays, 51 yards field goal, 9 plays, 50 yards field goal, 12 plays, 70 yards, and then the last drive of the game. So I think on offense they found something. Lamar looked healthier. He looked the better he's been. I mean, he was making people miss and he was getting out of sacks. So I think that was the best he's been. But now they got a tough schedule because you got to go play the Bengals now that you just got killed by last week. And then you got the Packers and then you got the Steelers again. So I don't think they make the playoffs. They still got a chance because the Steelers, I mean, that's still a mediocre football team.
And but, the Pats.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I don't know what they do with coach because I think this might be whoever don't win this division and don't make the playoffs, especially between Harbaugh and Tomlin, might get canned. This division might look completely different next year because I think at least half the coaches get fired, maybe 3, and then shoot, if the team that gets in the playoff loses in the first round, there might be 4 new head coaches in the AFC North. But we'll see. And I'll let you go, but I'm going to start you off with a question. What the hell's a catch?
I guess we don't know what a catch is. Yeah, that Isaiah Likely touchdown being called back was kind of crazy. And at the moment when I was watching the game, it didn't even dawn on me like he doesn't need a third step. He's in the end zone. That was my whole evaluation on it at first, but then it didn't even. When you're in the end zone, you don't need 3 steps. So that was kind of crazy.
Well, and the other thing they said was make a football move. Hey, dummy, he's in the end zone. Is he going to run out of the back like Forrest Gump? Like I don't know, what's he going to do? I didn't understand it either.
And the fact that it was ruled a touchdown, getting called back, that was a lot of controversy there that possibly could cost the Ravens, season now because that possibly could have been the game-winning touchdown. But I mean, I like what I seen from the Steelers this week. Aaron Rodgers, like you said, he looked like MVP Rodgers. He was slinging that ball.
Hit the discount double check too. I was hyped when he hit that thing.
Yeah, he was slinging the ball around. I definitely would have, especially for my parlay sake, that Jalen Warren would have got some more touches there. But it's all good. On the Ravens side, I mean, Henry got going. Like you said, Lamar did look, this looks like the healthiest he's been since he's uh, returned from injury. I think he had 7 rushes. That's definitely got to be the most he's had since he's got back. He did miss some throws, but I mean, Zay Flowers, had a huge game. But yeah, like with that schedule though, they are definitely in trouble. They could very well lose out. And yeah, that was a very important game for whoever, especially for whoever won that game, which the Steelers did. So I think ultimately y'all will win the AFC North now. But yeah,
Yeah, and I'll give a shout out to Metcalf. 148 yards. Like we needed you. We paid you a bunch of money. You had kind of been mediocre, but hey, in a big game, 148 yards. That's what you get paid to do. Yeah, and like you said, the Ravens probably cooked. And it's funny because the Steelers. I'm going back and forth right now, but the Steelers are one of those teams where people ask me, they're like, "Hey, you watch them every weekend. Who do I bet?" And I'm like, "I don't got a damn clue because I don't know what we're gonna do." Sometimes we
yeah,
play Warren. Sometimes we play
yeah.
Gainwell. Sometimes Caleb Johnson gets carries. Sometimes we throw the ball 40 yards deep to Metcalf. Sometimes we throw in bubble screens. Sometimes we'll throw Darnell Washington the ball. Sometimes, oh, actually, Firemove's going to play tight end. Roman Wilson has 5 catches in a game, and then he's a healthy scratch. I don't know what we're doing. But,
Unpredictable Steelers for you.
yep, they're 7-6, mediocrity. 9-8, 10-7. Here we go. We're coming again. Next one. Colts 19, Jags 36. What'd you think of this one?
First off, I'm gonna take a little bit of responsibility for Daniel Jones getting hurt.
Okay.
Me, my yeah, my uncle, my cousin, and Molly was sitting at Drake's watching the 1 p.m. slate, and there was Daniel Jones. I don't remember if he got sacked, but he was laying on the ground after he took a hit, and then I said Daniel Jones is not gonna make it to the end of the season, and then the next drive comes and he gets that Achilles on the ground, slams his helmet, and his season's over. So I didn't want to wish the injury on him, but I just kind of saw it coming after the hits, he was taking on top of, the injuries that he already had. So that's very unfortunate for the Colts. Um, but yeah, I mean, it the season's over now. It sucks that it kind of fell apart in pieces, like a house just burning down out of nowhere. But yeah, that's kind of what they've come to. They're on quarterback 4 now. With I don't, they're not moving on with Riley Leonard. They're getting 44-year-old Philip Rivers
Oh,
out of
forgot about that.
retirement.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm curious to see how this goes, but as far as the Jaguar sides go, I mean, I gotta give them their props now. They're getting better and better as the season goes on. After
We took we talked about that Myers trade.
yeah, that's been huge for them. Lawrence looks a little bit better. I mean, he's still a little iffy. I don't really trust them in the long run, but I mean, they're winning games. They got the run game going with ETN again, and the defense is actually they've been playing really, really good. And yeah, I forget the stat that you brought up last week, but yeah, the Jags are definitely putting up points now, and yeah, they're in prime position to win that AFC South. So I apologize. Like I was on the Jags coming into the season, and then I kind of fell off the bandwagon a little bit. And I'm not saying I'm on the bandwagon, now, but I'll just give them their props and say they're playing some good football.
Yep. After that game, 30.5 per game since the Myers trade. And 4-1. And their one loss was the Texans game where they were up by 18 against
Mm,
Davis Mills in the fourth quarter.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And well, I'll start out with I'll end with Daniel Jones. I'll start out with we said going into the game that I think Jonathan Taylor was close to 6 yards per carry in wins. And I think he was 3 point something in losses. He was 3.5 Sunday. So like it's just one of those things. When they don't run the ball, they're built to run the ball. Like, and when they don't run it, they're not going to play well on offense. And yeah, the Daniel Jones thing, that sucks, man, because he finally found a place that wanted him. In New York, he had the one good year, and then he wasn't good after that. So literally, just his last couple years there, they were just hating on him. He sucks. He's overpaid. He goes to Indianapolis, gets a fresh start, plays great, and then has the broken fibia or whatever it is a couple weeks ago. Plays through it, and like could have not played at all because that's a serious. I mean, that's a broken. It was broken. He played on it, and he gets rewarded with an Achilles injury. That sucks. Like that just that's all it is. I don't even. I'm trying to think of other things to say, but really, that's just it in general. Is that it sucks.
Yeah.
Next game of the day: Bengals 34, Bills 39. That's the laugh I have for people that say, "Oh, anybody could do it with the weapons he's got." Shut up. I hate when people say that, man. I'm a Steelers fan, and they're like, "Well, I mean, my QB had Jamar Chase and this and that." Yeah, he threw for 300 something yards in a snowball, and people have like complained because I think the Bills' new stadium. I don't think it's a dome. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think it's a dome. And people are like, "Oh, they're going to play in the snow. You can't play in the snow." Well, you know what? Get your quarterback like Josh Allen or Joe Burrow because there were 750 yards passing and 73 points. So, like, I don't want to hear about we don't like playing in the snow. Shut up. Get a QB that can play in the snow. I don't want to hear about the excuses. I don't know why I just went on a rant there, but yeah. Josh Allen, hey, he went back to Superman. He put the cape on. And he didn't have turnovers. That's the thing is like his problem's always been turnovers. It's never been anything else. Once he got the accuracy fixed, it was always that. And he really, I went back and watched some of the throws of that game. You know who he reminds me of, really? With some of the throws he throws.
Will Levis.
Nah, he ain't that bad. Hey, Will won some games for Kentucky, but he ain't that. Hey, shout out Will for Kentucky. He was not good in Tennessee, but nah, like
Who's that?
I see Brett Favre.
Hmm.
Because ain't gonna lie, he throws some balls where it's like most humans don't have the confidence to even think they can make that throw, but he doesn't
Right.
care. He's gonna throw it.
Yeah.
And he turns the ball over, and he has stretches where he's really bad.
Yeah.
And this game didn't make me think any more of the Bills, just because, dude. I mean, can you win a Super Bowl with your top two receivers being a tight end and your third receiver being a running back?
I don't see it.
Yeah. So like, I love Josh Allen. He's an MVP guy. I think right now he's the best QB in the league, but uh, I don't know. What were your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, this is crazy. It seemed like every time the Bengals, seemed like they was kind of getting carried away with the
Oh, and
game.
my fault.
But
I don't want to. But what did you watch that? What happened on the pick six? It looked like he threw a chest pass almost.
yeah, I mean Joe Burrow, he just made two mistakes that he literally never makes, and I mean, ah, there's no really explanation for it. I mean, Joe Burrow does not make those type of plays. He did this game, and it cost him. Even with one of those interceptions back, I think the Bengals still win this game. So it was just really unfortunate. I mean, back to back, interceptions. One of those being a pick six. Bills took advantage of it. Um, and yeah, that's really it, honestly. But I mean, T Higgins, this dude is just so
Oh
fun to
yeah.
watch. The best, well, I'll say second best, number two in the whole entire league. I believe one day he will go on a team where he'll be the number one on a playoff winning team. But yeah, this like you said, I'm with you there. This don't think me more, or this win for the Bills doesn't make me think more of them. So, but I mean, it was a good comeback from them. It was kind of crazy. They was what 28, or they was down, excuse me, 28-18. and then it was a 21-point swing. They ended up being up 20 or 39-28, which was crazy off those two picks. But yeah, they got fortunate with Burrow making some decisions that he never makes. So unfortunately, that's the no playoff hopes anymore for the Bengals. Doesn't look like. So yeah,
Yeah, and that's what sucks is now the second year in a row you're going to miss the playoffs with prime Joe Burrow, and you could say he was hurt this year, but I don't. Him being hurt wasn't the reason they missed the playoffs. Joe Burrow being hurt wasn't the reason you gave up 47 to the Bears. It
yeah,
wasn't the reason you gave up 39 to the Jets. Like that's and I want Bengals fans. I wonder what they're thinking. Like, are they thinking
yeah.
fire the GM? Are they thinking fire the coach? Do they want new ownership? Like, what is it? Because you can't keep losing with Joe Burrow. That just and Jamar Chase and T Higgins. That can't keep happening. They're too good. That offense
Yeah.
has been good, too good since they've been there, and it showed what they do when they gave him a good defense. He went to the Super Bowl and he went to the AFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I kind of laugh at it because I'm a Steelers fan, and I'm like, you got Joe Burrow, and we got 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers. We had old Big Ben. We had Kenny
Pickett.
Pickett. We had Doug Hodges, and we're winning more games than they are. Oh, and also another one of my favorite things. They did it in this game a million times. I love when someone has a dumb penalty or a bad turnover, and then the other team scores, and they show the guy 50,000 times. I mean, they showed Joe Burrow 25 times after he
Right.
threw that pick six. They found him. There was just a cameraman the whole time, just following him around every time he threw that
Yeah.
pick six. They just like, oh, follow him in his face because he looks sad, and we're gonna make it
Yeah.
worse. Next one,
Yep.
Dalton's. I said Dalton's. Dolphins 34, Jets 10. Hey, Dolphins are. Hey, I said they'd be 8-7, but now they got to beat my Steelers to go to 7-7. So I hope I'm
Mhm.
wrong because the Steelers look a little better. Uh, hey, Dolphins, you have a good running back. You have a good running game. I was looking up after the game because I was like, man, I feel like when they win, A-Chain and their running game has good games. In losses, they got 31 passes per game. In wins, they got 22. So when they give the ball to their running back more and they don't get behind, that's when they win. Because I mean, Achane had 7 carries for 92 yards, and Jalen Wright had 100.
Yeah, I think A-Chain, he got hurt, right?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
And all I have to say about the Jets is they had Brady Cook as QB. So yeah, when you got Cook at quarterback, you're cooked. So any thoughts on this one? I mean, there's not much to say about it.
Yeah, not much. I mean, Dolphins rolling 5 of the last 6 games. Tyrod, he got one drive, I believe, at the beginning of this game through an interception, and yeah, there goes third string Brady Cook in his first action of the NFL, I believe. And yeah, there's not, when you're not surprised that the Jets get blown out by 24. So yeah, not much to
No,
say on this.
yeah, feel bad for Jets fan. It's just they're terrible and terrible, terrible every year. I really feel bad for them. Talking about cooked, Saints 24, Bucks 20. I mean, they're down bad. I mean, in the offense, their defense is destroyed with injuries, and the offense is not playing well enough to offset those. So I think they don't win that division no more. I think the Panthers do. And on the other side, hey, Tyler Shuck, hey, that boy's balling right now. You see that white boy's legs?
Oh my gosh,
That white
dude,
boy had some legs.
he had to get up to like 20, I'd say 21, 22 miles per hour on that one run. Yeah.
I mean, he's playing well enough right now. I think it's almost one of those things where they build around him. They don't go for a QB they don't go for a QB now. They might just draft some weapons and make that offense a little better, and then they might think he's our QB. These guys played well with no weapons. You traded his best weapon. Olave's kind of been in and out of the lineup. Like Kamara's on the older side, and I don't even know if he played in this game. And like the offensive line isn't great. So I mean, he's doing all this with really nothing. Not a lot of help.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Chuck, coming from a Louisville fan, you know, you love to see another starting quarterback, out of Louisville uh that's starting the ball. I mean, this is like his third or fourth start, and he's putting his team on his back. And yeah, it's fun to watch. I think they are gonna start to build around them. And as far as that Buck sides goes, yeah, Baker, like him and Nick I don't know. They just couldn't connect, pretty much the whole day. Whether it was drops, whether it was Baker just not, hitting Nick on the hands. And yeah, I believe the Panthers are going to take this division as well. The Bucks team, they just don't look the same at all. I don't think Baker is fully healthy either. I mean, Bucky Irvin looks pretty solid since he's came back, his second game back. But yeah, this Bucks team, I mean, you're just seeing the injuries catch up to them. So I mean, until they're fully healthy, they're not going to be doing much. But back to the Saints real quick. I like Devin Neal. He's been running the ball pretty good for those guys on the Saints. So good for them.
Yeah. Next one. Titans. Titans 31, Browns 29. Hey, Shadur balled out. Had a heck of a game. And then what is Kurt? I'm gonna ask you a question. Shador balling out equals what?
So they're balling out equals Kevin Stefanski not putting them in
Yeah.
on a 2-point conversion. And dude, what is it? Does he not like him, or like it
I don't
seems
know,
like he's
but
just
I
setting him
think
up for
Shador is
failure?
gonna. Yeah, well, I think for Shador, Shador's gonna be there next year, and Stefanski won't. So that's something to probably look
I
forward to
agree.
because for a while Browns fans kept being like, "Oh, it's the GM; they can't find him a quarterback." It's switched this year. They're over Stefanski. They want him run out of town. They are not fans of Stefanski anymore. I don't think they are. We could post this and ask them if they want, but from what I've seen about Browns Twitter, nah, they don't like him at all right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cam Ward makes some plays, man. I hope they just get some playmakers, get him something down there. I just want to see what he can do because I think he can. He makes some really great plays, but I mean, he ain't got nothing really down there for him.
Yeah, this was a very
Next,
entertaining game. Oh, sorry.
no, continue. We can continue this game.
Yeah, not too much to say on it, honestly. But I mean, it was an entertaining game between two pretty bad teams. But I mean, uh, you saw the Titans run all over the Browns. There was a few turnovers, but yeah, Cam Ward doesn't have a lot to work with. But I mean, they found a way to get their second win, and yeah, Shador, man, he balled out. So I think you'll see Shador starting for the Browns next season. So yeah.
Alrighty. Next one. Surprise. Vikings 31, Commanders 9. Hey, 9. I'll give 9 respect. I've been crapping on 9, JJ, whatever you want to call him. Kind of saying like, oh man, I think they kind of faked his concussion systems. I'm sorry about that. He played good.
Yeah,
That's all I
he
got to say
did.
about it. I didn't.
Yeah, this was very surprising. I mean, I saw Vikings get off to the hot start with JJ, and I mean, I'm not gonna overhype it because it is against Commanders. They're bottom five in most defensive metrics. So, and Dan Quinn, he might be on the list of coaches that getting fired too. His Jaden Daniels gets hurt again, same elbow.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Hmm.
for a team that has no chance of making the playoffs, for this is like it's the fourth, fifth injury of the year. So Dan Quinn, what are we doing, bro?
Yeah. Well, I think they'll give him one more year just because he made the NFC Championship last year. But I'm not gonna lie though, because I think he'll get a grace period this year. But if they come out next year and they're not good, then that's when I think the hot seat of Dan Quinn's gonna get pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but on the JJ, like, yeah, you don't gotta say he's great, but at least something positive happened.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, was this legit the first positive thing that's happened to McCarthy since week 1?
I'll say the Lions game a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay, but he
So
really didn't do that. Like, I mean, he did enough, I guess, but he didn't. But yeah, you're right. I guess he's had a couple.
Yeah, I'd say
So
that's the only other one for me. But yeah.
that's fair. Next one, Seahawks 37, Falcons 9. I don't even have any notes for it. Do you got anything to say? Seahawks are really good. The Falcons ain't. It's kind of that's what I got to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, this got out of hand quick. This was. Would you believe me if I told you the score of this halftime game was 6-6?
The only reason I will say yes is because I checked it and I went, wow, yeah, Falcons might win. And then I checked my phone about 5 seconds later. Up, Rashid Shaheed, kickoff return. This one's over. Yep, that was kind of the way I found out about it.
Yeah, but yeah, there's nothing to say for me.
Yeah.
Uh,
The NFC West might have the best two teams in football because, oh my God, the
oh, it's
Seahawks are
scary.
impressive to watch. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Next one, Broncos 24, Raiders 17. I mean, Raiders played Kenny Pickett. That's kind of yikes. And Broncos, I mean, they're unimpressive, but they're got the best record in the AFC, so I can't say too much.
Yeah, I mean, the Broncos just keep finding ways to win. And did you see how the Raiders backdoor covered this?
Well, I've seen other people get mad because I've seen people that had the Broncos that were highly upset with the way it ended. But you can
Oh,
explain it because
yeah, I would have been pretty hot as well. I mean, Raiders down 10, and they decide to. It's like 5 seconds left to go in regulation. Down 10, they're around the 40-yard line, and they choose to run the field goal team out to get down by 7. Like I get that. Like with under 2 minutes left, going for a field goal. Okay, then maybe try and get the onside kick. But at this point, you have no chance of getting the onside kick. Like they kicked it as the time was going out. So this was I mean it was in Las Vegas, so that kind of I guess makes a little bit more sense. So
yeah, all they had to do was tap Pete Carroll on the shoulder, like, "Hey, man, a lot of monkeys on the." Or I said monkey. A lot of money's on the Broncos. Kick that thing. Come on, man. We're trying
yeah,
to help us out. We're Vegas, bro. We
yeah,
hired you.
you're right.
Yeah. My last thing on this game, man, Pete Carroll and Bill Belichick, can y'all just retire, man? Y'all are all time great coaches. You're going to go in the Hall of Fame. Learn how to fish. Hang out with your grandchildren. Watch talk
Yeah.
shows. Get into politics or something, man. Like you had a great run. Like, well, I
Hmm.
don't even know because he's probably stressed out. He's probably mad, sad. Like, dude, you're an all-time great coach. You don't gotta coach this garbage. Don't do that to yourself. You
Hmm.
coach the Seahawks. Great team. You don't gotta put yourself in this terrible organization and coach this bad team. Like, but I mean,
Yeah.
hey, the guy likes to coach them. You know. Oh God. Philly. I feel bad for you, brother. Bears 21, Packers 28. Go ahead. It's you. You're the Bears fan.
Yeah. So watching this game with Tanner here, Tanner and Aiden,
Yeah, buddy that
and
I would never watch a game with, but you got more courage than me. So
hey, he actually
I
wasn't
told
he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. I was surprised. I wasn't getting a lot of talk towards my way, but I'll say the Packers when the Packers are playing their best ball, I'll give them their kudos. They look like I'd say a top 3 team in the whole entire league. That defensive line is beyond scary. There's getting pressure on Caleb pretty much the whole game. Love, after that first interception, I was like, oh yeah, here we go. I knew if we got another one, we was gonna win that game. We didn't get another turnover forced though, so. But yeah, Packers when Love's playing like that, then yeah, that's a pretty scary team. Josh Jacobs, I feel like we kind of contained them for the most part until the end of the game when he broke out that run, which I feel like was the difference. We could have stopped them on third down and forced a field goal attempt, which would have changed the trajectory of that game. But I will say, with as bad as the first half as the Bears had, like that makes me feel a little bit more confident about our team. The way we battled back, and still the game came down to the final possession with 30 or 27 seconds left. Caleb still missing the throws. He's not always there, but I mean, to his defense, like our O line's been pretty good all year, but I mean, they wasn't this game with Packers D line. I mean, he didn't have much time to throw on most accounts. Our run game really didn't get going. We didn't have well, it did second half, but we still never had a rush of over 10 yards. But like I said, we found a lot of positives in that second half, which I mean, which believes makes me confident that we're gonna beat them in about 10, 11 days from now. But yeah, I'll give my props to the Packers, but when we play a full 4 quarters of good football, you will be just fine. So
Yeah, I mean, Bears look, the Packers, since the Eagles lost, have looked like one of the best teams there are. And the Bears went in there and, I mean, had a chance to tie the game. Like, you kind of said it all. Like, I mean, well, you got unlucky, though. You played Jordan Love during Toyotathon.
during what?
During Toyotathon. Have you not heard about this?
No,
The Jordan Love Toyotathon?
I've never heard of that.
Oh, my, dude, he's thrown like 40 something touchdowns, 4,200 yards, and like 2 interceptions during Toyotathon since the start of his career. No one plays
Toyota.
better during Toyotathon than Jordan Love.
Is
You've
this
never
like
heard
an
about
event?
Jordan Love Toyotathon. It's Toyotathon when
How's
they got their best prices on cars.
what?
It's one of the
I
weirdest,
swear I've
dumbest
never
things
heard
ever, but I like it.
of
No,
it.
it's awesome and it's dumb. It's both. Yeah, he's
Okay.
he's. I don't have this crazy, but somebody just said him. He's got like 40 something touchdowns and 2 interceptions and 4,200 yards during Toyotathon since the start of his career.
Wow.
Hey, don't look at me. Look at the Toyota stats, brother. I don't know what it's dumb, but I like it. Yeah. Uh yeah, I think both teams are really good. I mean, you kind of said it all, really. But the thing that sucks for the Bears is the Bears decided to be good in the year the NFC's awesome because the Bears went from the 1 seed to the 7 seed, which sucks. You played a good game in Green Bay, one of the best teams, and you get rewarded with a loss and you drop down to the 7th spot. And I guess I wrote this note for, well, I guess I was watching I was thinking about the Lions and then it was the Jags. The next time the Steelers hire a coach, I want him to look like an absolute clown during the first press conference. I want him to be like either Liam Cohen when he went Duval or Dan Campbell when he looked like a buffoon, said he wanted to bite people's kneecaps off.
Oh wow, I remember that.
Yeah, because I thought about it
But
and I was like, oh, that's what it is. You got to pick a clown. That's where we've been messing up. We've been picking the normal guy. No, don't do that. Did I write the freaking score down of the? Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I know what it is. Texans, Sunday Night Football. Texans 20, Chiefs 10. What were your thoughts on this?
I'm gonna be honest. After my Sunday that I had, I about fell asleep about halfway through the first quarter of this. I really had no interest, but I woke up, kind of saw some of the highlights, and I came to the conclusion that I think the dynasty in the Chiefs land is
Oh,
pretty much over.
that's a topic. Well, that's going to come up in the true or false. But continue, continue.
Okay. Yeah, but Texans, I mean, they're streaking. They're honestly looking like one of the scariest teams, which is kind of crazy to say. This team started 0-3, and they're just finding their groove. They have the best defense in the whole entire league, and yeah, it's gonna be scary to. I think they'll get in the playoffs, and it's gonna be scary to see these guys in January. But yeah, I mean, Chiefs. Uh, it's kind of crazy to say. I mean, they have all the talent in the world. They win these close games these past few years, but not in 2025. So it still don't even seem real to me that they're playing this bad with how we've seen them the past 10ish years or so. So yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's and because people, oh, there was a lot of people like you that every game they've been picking the Chiefs, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been picking against the Chiefs because every time I'm just like they were supposed to win the last because people kept saying it like I'm trying to think there was like their last couple games people kept going and be like oh man when they got to win they never they don't lose and I'm like well they weren't supposed to be 0-2 when they lost to the Eagles. They weren't supposed to be 1-4 when they lost to the Jaguars. They weren't supposed to be 6-6 and lose to the Cowboys. Like they've just it's just different. Like they make the mistakes now. They used to be like the Patriots. Like they let you beat yourselves. Now they beat themselves. I mean, they're dropping interceptions. Mahomes throwing bad balls. They're dropping passes. I mean, they got turnovers. They're doing all the things bad teams do. And I think they're delayed of year of being this bad because I think the roster's the same as last year. Their offensive line's a little bit more hurt, but it's basically the same thing. I don't think their roster was good last year, but they went 12-0 in one score games. So like
Hmm.
people are saying this year, I think last year the roster it was the same thing. They just got the lucky bounces and they didn't make mistakes because their talent, like the first couple years, they could make mistakes and their talent was so ungodly it didn't matter. But like now, when they make mistakes, you see it clear as day the impact it has. Like no, there ain't difference in talent no more. You got the same or less talent than every team they play, and it looks like. And yeah, on the Texans, hey boy, I watched them Sunday night intros. Hey, I understand why that Texas defense is so good. Hey boy, they got some boys that look like they got it out the mud. I ain't gonna lie. I I seen them dudes pop up and the way they talked. I said, "Oh, okay,
Yeah, out the
now I get
mud.
it. They got dogs on their defense. Now I understand." And hey, remember we talked about it. We said we had been talking about the last pod, the one before this game. We said, "Hey, years prior in the fourth quarter, we mentioned all the games that they had a chance to either get a stop to get the ball back to tie it, or have a chance to tie it on offense." And in the fourth quarter, nothing. Absolutely nothing. They went 3 plays, 4 yards, interception, fourth quarter. Like this is their drives in the fourth quarter. 3 plays, 4 yards, interception. 4 plays, 9 yards, downs. 4 plays, 6 yards, downs. 2 plays, 0 yards, interception. They just they just don't they I don't know. They can't do it during clutch time this year. And Andy Reid, what are we doing? Like you're an all-time great coach. You're a Hall of Famer. Why are we going for that? They can't. The Texans can't score. That's been what they can't do all year. Like kick the ball and just
Hmm.
like yeah, make them go the full length. Like why are you giving them an easy? You're giving them an easy chance to score, and not only that, you're giving them confidence. You're giving them momentum. You're giving them everything to now where the offense has got everything on their side, and it's not near as hard to score. So yeah, what did you think of that decision? Because I couldn't believe it when it happened. I couldn't believe they snapped it. I was like, oh, maybe they're trying to draw them off sides, and they snapped it and didn't get it. And I was like, what are we like? That's not what the Chiefs don't do stuff like that. Like that seemed like they were pressing to me,
Yeah,
at least.
I honestly never, I didn't see that play, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just some not clicking
They looked
with
flustered.
this team this year. Yeah. Do
Yeah,
you
like
think?
it used to be other. Go ahead. You can
Go ahead.
just. I was gonna say like they
No,
just.
no.
It used to be like I said they let other team make the mistakes, but this. I mean, they looked flustered during that game. They literally like they showed their faces on the sideline. They looked like they had no clue what was going on. And not only do they not know what was going on, their faces look dejected, like they don't know, they don't think they can fix it almost. Like, we've
Oh
tried
yeah,
everything,
they
but
look
we keep
defeated.
getting the same result.
Hmm.
Yeah, like they just was like, we've tried it all. We just are not good right now. We don't know what to do.
Yeah, they definitely look defeated. I was gonna ask you. You think this is end of Kelsey this year?
Well, I don't think it's just him either.
Mm,
I don't know
okay.
how much longer, but Yeah, yeah. We'll hit that when we get to the true or false because there's a couple
Okay,
people that
bet.
I think are close, and I think that's why
Yeah.
I might answer the way I do.
Hmm.
Monday
Okay.
night, Eagles 19, Chargers 22. Before we start on anything, said during the game. Aikman said that the Chargers defense was trying to slow down the Eagles offense. I mean, brother, all you gotta do is lay a finger on them, and they're slowed down completely. Like I don't know, this offense ain't moving very fast, brother. They're walking at a slow walk. I mean, they're almost at a baby crawl at this point. That offense is just they're just bad, man. They just way too many third and longs. They actually did run the ball better than they have, but I mean, Eagles fans have been telling me Jalen Hurts is top five. And I always said the reason I don't put him as the top five is because when everything's not perfect, he does not play well. And that the 2 years they have not had the best roster in the NFL, he don't have a playoff win. The 2 years they had the best roster, they went to the Super Bowl, they won one. Okay, fair enough. But he's not that guy. And you've seen it last night, you've seen it all year. They haven't been able to run the ball, and when you don't have the run ball and people aren't running wide open, he's not a great quarterback. Now I mean but he's in the category of most quarterbacks. This is why this is the disconnect I've had with Eagles fans. They think it's disrespectful for me to put him in a tier 2 quarterback because he's went to 2 Super Bowls. Because I say he's like a Jared Goff, he's like a Baker Mayfield, like he's like a Sam Darnold. If everything's going well, he plays really well. But as soon as he don't have a run game or he don't have a stud receiver, he don't look elite no more. Because let's go through the elite quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson, has he ever had a number one receiver?
No.
No, and he's won 2 MVPs. Josh Allen, does he have is Khalil Shakir a number one receiver this year?
No.
Okay, has Joe Burrow ever had a run game, and he has not had a good defense in the last 3 years? Correct.
Correct.
Yeah. So Mahomes, the 2 years before this, they didn't really have like Rice was out last year. Like he hasn't really had a dominant like his skill position players haven't been great, and he ain't ran the ball great. He's still been elite, correct?
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's not wrong. Like bro, he's a second tier quarterback. Like that's not disrespectful. That's just me saying if everything's not perfect, he's not elite. Like that's just. But a lot of QBs, most QBs are like that. That's why I don't understand when they don't take that as respect. But yeah, with the Chargers, Derwin James. I mean, I always forget how big of a dog that dude is. I mean, that
Hmm.
dude does everything. I mean, he's legit awesome. He was
Hmm.
awesome. Tart, the big defensive lineman, was awesome. He was in the mouth in the back, in the mouth in the backfield the whole time. What was that corner? They had a corner that made multiple good plays. I can't think, but he was good. Uh, we've talked about Dart. Hey, Herbert, man, can we stop stiff arming with the broken hand? Like, like he's a dog too. I
He
mean, he's a
don't
tough son
care.
of a gun, but maybe too tough. Yeah, dude, he kept running.
Yeah.
He had 10 rushes. And it's like, dude, your hands broke. He didn't slide at all. He kept letting people hit him in the pocket. Like, I mean, it was ugly, but I mean, guys, I'll give it to him. Guys tough as nails. But I mean, I don't know if it was smart, but it was tough. I'll give him that. What were your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think he had to been he grew up bull riding or something, dude. Cause yeah, he didn't care, bro. He
Could not
kept
believe it.
landing on his broken hand. Like this dude was getting hit all night. Like I'm not gonna lie, Chargers moving forward, like I get it. Their offensive line is super banged up. Like this dude was taking hit after hit after hit. This was actually somewhat an entertaining game to watch, but it's just kind of weird. Like the number like for the Chargers, like I know Herbert's hands hurting whatever, but like he couldn't get it to McConkey, couldn't get to Allen. But he used his legs a lot and he was pretty effective, on the ground. But yeah, he was also on the ground a lot with that Eagles D line. The Eagles defense actually they played pretty good. But yeah, to the Eagles side, I mean, yeah, like you said, Hurts is not that guy. he had two turnovers on one play. I don't think I've seen one player have two turnovers on one play in a very long time.
Oh,
That's pretty hard to
yeah.
do.
I was going to bring up that we had to talk about the play that crashed the Monsters Inc. stream. The Monsters
Dude, I
Inc.
should have
stream
watched
completely
that, but
crashed
go
when it
ahead.
happened. Hey, James
Did it
Sullivan, a
really?
dog coming off the edge. I'm not gonna lie. James Sullivan. I mean, James Sullivan had a rushing touchdown. He's J.J. Watt. James B. Sullivan had a rushing touchdown and he had a sack. I mean, he can bend that. He bent that corner like that. I mean, guy's 7'10" and can bend the corner like Myles Garrett. Guy was unbelievable. But yeah, that play was. I'd never. That's why I was gonna ask you if you'd ever seen a play like that because I never had. And I was like, maybe Kurt
No,
has
that was
because
wild.
I have not. Okay,
No,
making
that was
sure.
wild. Yeah, that was pretty
All right.
crazy. It was actually what's up?
No, you can go. I'll go. I'll say it
Oh,
after.
I was saying there were six turnovers in the first half, which I don't know. It's been a long time since that's happened as well. The first time all season.
First time it's
So yeah,
happened
this
this
game
year.
was pretty.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty crazy. And yeah, like you were saying, Jalen Hurts definitely is not that guy. When your touchdown to interception ratio in a game is 0 to 4, that's not too good there, buddy. But yeah, Saquon got going a little bit, which was good to see. But I've noticed a little trend with the Eagles. Well, first of all, they're a little banged up on the O line as well. Lane Johnson is a key contributor to that offense, and yeah, like you were saying, like when that offense is not perfect, like the Eagles really struggle, and it's not perfect right now. Hurts can't make that many plays when it's not perfect. And with AJ Brown, man, this dude frustrates me. I know he's a very good, talented receiver, but he's had three straight 100-yard games, right? All of those have resulted in Eagles losses. And the two the
Not a
two
single
games prior
tweet.
to that, yeah, not a single. You know what I'm saying?
Not a single tweet.
Not a single tweet.
No, yeah,
And
that's
the
because I think we
the
asked.
two game,
I think we
yeah,
said we asked this earlier. We said, "What if he goes crazy and they lose?" Well, we got our answer.
dude, he doesn't care, bro. He's got his ring. I don't think he cares anymore. But the two games prior to that, he had 7 receptions on 49 yards. That was a win versus the Lions. 2 receptions, 13 yards. That was a win. That's the game he was complaining versus the Packers. And like, bro, you just see when they force feed AJ the ball, they're not winning games. They're not playing a full complete game on offense, which is I think just biting them in the butt. So yeah, I mean Cowboys they still have a chance. I believe they're only 1 or 2.5 games behind the Eagles. Now Eagles do have a pretty easy schedule to round out, but I
Eagles,
mean we have already.
they got to win 3. If they win 2 and the Cowboys win out, the Cowboys win the division. So
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Eagles play the Raiders, Commanders twice, and uh the Bills, which they
Bills,
actually could lose. So um but yeah, I mean, even if the Eagles sneak in the playoffs, that I don't think they're winning the game, dude. I don't care who they face in the NFC.
no,
You can give me the Panthers over these
NFC's
guys,
too
but
good this year.
uh no, it is very elite this year. So yeah, this Eagle it kind of looks like that team 2 years ago where they just fell off a cliff the end of the season. But I think the difference is this year they was never really on the cliff. Like it's kind of been all season. So yeah.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? I thought about this when AJ Brown. I thought about this during the game, and I was thinking like, you know what's funny? I never heard about any of that. None of this stuff happened in Tennessee. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you remember?
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember any of this stuff happening in Tennessee. And I was like, well, he was coached by Mike Vrabel, and Mike Vrabel played for Bill Belichick. So I assume Mike Vrabel
Mm-hmm.
was like, we don't do that. Like, if you're gonna play for me, no,
Yeah.
you're not doing that. We're not doing that passive aggressive tweets like that. Like, no, you play for me, you're going. But I mean, to be fair, AJ Brown loves playing in Tennessee too. So I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
it's the coaching staff, like they're a little looser or what it is. But hey, we were talking about we were crapping on Jalen Hurts. Hey, Jalen Hurts was in elite company on Monday. He was the he was Jalen Hurts was in elite company on Monday because he threw 4 interceptions. You know the last Eagle to throw 4 interceptions was? That'd be Michael Vick. So hey, that's the good thing. At least he was in elite company, you know. It might have been the worst possible elite company you could be in, but hey, elite company's elite company. Michael Vick's Michael Vick. Oh yeah, and this game was the Eagles especially, in the words of the Red Hot Chili, or oh my god, I got to say it again. In the words of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, the Eagles were giving away, give it away, give it away now. I mean, they were giving the ball away at a crazy rate. They were Red Hot Chili Peppers now, John. But all right, who's your we'll move on to winner and loser of the week. Who's your winner and who's your loser this week?
Yeah, my winner, I gotta go Texans. I thought the Chiefs were definitely gonna win this game, fighting for the playoff hopes, but D'Amico Ryan, CJ Stroud, and them boys said nope. This defense is for real. Mahomes, we don't care who you are, you're not winning. And yeah, they're a team to be reckoned with in the AFC. So Texans definitely my winner. Losers, I gotta go Bucks. I know you're not healthy, but I mean even Baker Mayfield doesn't look the same. He's probably not 100%. Doesn't matter. Like they look like a completely different team than they did at the beginning of the season. So yeah, Bucks are gonna be my loser.
Alrighty, my angle out. My winner. I'm gonna go back to Thursday. I'm gonna go to Lions. Hey, Lions look good. That was the Lions offense we've been looking for. That was it. It looked like something finally clicked, and we'll see if it clicked because they play the Rams. And it looked like 2 years ago, Lions, where the offense was rolling and the defense was good enough. Maybe a turnover here, a stop there. Like you don't got to be great. It's just like the Texans offense. Like you don't got to be great. Your other side of the ball is better than anybody's side of the ball. Like just be average, and that's what they were. And my loser, I think two teams are going to split the award, and I think it's going to be the Ravens and the Bengals. I mean, and it's simple. You wasted a prime year with your elite quarterback in a year that the AFC is more winnable than it's been in. I mean, I don't know how long. This was if you were a Ravens or Bengals fan, this was the year. You didn't have to worry about Mahomes. Like, I mean, what you got to beat Bo Nix or Drake May in a playoff game? Like, that's who you got to beat. You got maybe Daniel Jones, maybe the Chargers. Like, and this is the year that you don't make the playoffs. Like, I think it's just a big missed opportunity, and I think it's yeah, and it's problems that you haven't fixed. Like the Ravens have still never got a number one receiver. The defense has gotten better, but the offensive line's terrible. The Bengals, same thing. Offensive line's terrible. The defense was terrible last year. You didn't fix it. You actually signed the same guy back, and now the guy's been hurt. So you got no better. You actually got worse on defense because the guy you signed to a contract ain't played. And now you're going to either you're probably, which in all honesty, both sides of that contract got the raw end of the stick because the Bengals didn't get the guy they paid $30 million for, and Hendrickson value now is lower than it was after last offseason because he got hurt and he's been hurt all year, and it's been this kind of weird thing. And he had 18 and a half sacks last year, so that was kind of bad for both. So yeah, I think those two have to split my award. Wasting a year with your superstar quarterback when the AFC is wide open. Alrighty, next segment. True or false? Chiefs are cooked this year, and they're never winning another Super Bowl. You go first.
Let me go false, just because I gotta see. I think if this team regroups, there's no way they don't change some stuff in the off season. They're gonna get one of those guys in the draft like they did with Worthy and Rice a few years ago to kind of reshape the team. And I just don't see Mahomes. I mean, he hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been great this year. I just don't see 2 straight years. If they bring, Reed back, Kelsey back, I think they'll be fine. So let me go false.
See, I'm conflicted on this one because I don't know. Because I think if they were to be able to keep the whole group, I think yes. But Andy Reid's old. I mean, Travis Kelsey, he looks old. Chris Jones,
Hmm.
he's looked old this year. That's your three most important pieces besides Mahomes, and they all look old enough that they might retire. Like they look done. Kelsey, I mean, he's dropped. That's his second in that game. That was the second time this year he's dropped the ball that ended up in an interception. And he's looked slow. He's looked old. He can't get open. Like he's making mistakes. He's dropping passes. I mean, Chris Jones, his teammates have yelled at him because he's took the wrong rush lane multiple times. He's gave no effort a couple times. He's not been a game wrecker. I mean, Chiefs fans are mad at the Andy Reid, like what he's calling. So, like, yeah, I want to go true because I think the key pieces that made the Super Bowl, besides Mahomes, might be close to being done. So I'll say false, but I'm this off season will tell me if I think that's true or false. But at the moment, I'll say false. Next, true or false? True or false? I lied. Josh Allen and Joe Burrow are the best two QBs on the planet. I'm gonna go true. I said last week that the top fives would be completely different in there. I can't say that. Josh Allen and Joe Burrow are unbelievable. Those two dudes. I mean, Josh Allen's best receiver was Khalil Shakir, and he was Superman. He had like I think almost 300 all-purpose yards with a bunch of touchdowns. I mean, a snow game. He's running all over the yard, getting out of the pocket. I mean, multiple fourth downs where he's scrambling around. And I mean, that was Superman Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. And he played in the same conditions, also a snow game. Jamar Chase only had 40 yards, but he threw to T. Higgins. He was throwing beautiful balls. He threw a couple beautiful ones to Chase Brown. I mean, he had the one throw to T. Higgins. I don't know how he made the throw. I don't even think it almost didn't even look like he threw it open. It looked like he had to throw it through him. Like that's how well T. Higgins was guarded. And he still threw it to where he could catch a touchdown. So yeah, I'm gonna go
Oh, the
true.
one-handed
I think Joe
touchdown
Burrow and
catch.
Josh Allen are the two best QBs in the league. I mean, look, and the catch was unbelievable too, but the throw, I don't know why he threw it or
Hmm.
how it got there. But yeah, I'm gonna go true.
I think I gotta go true as well. I mean, I with how Lamar's playing this year, I'll go true. He's not fully healthy, so yeah, I gotta go with Allen. Although he's turned over the ball more than he usually has this season, he still made a lot of unbelievable plays that probably no other QB could have made. And yeah, Joe Burrow, I love that guy right there. He makes a lot of plays as well on his end, and you see that offense just change when he's under center. And those two interceptions that he made, I don't expect that to have ever happened again, and probably in his career. That's how good that guy is. So I'm gonna go true as well. But I will say,
Alrighty, next
Lamar
one.
fully healthy, he's in that category, of course.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying at the moment. Like, yeah, I mean, Lamar's a two-time MVP.
Yeah.
His results speak for himself. But like you said, he's just not fully healthy this year. But next, true or false? Everyone in the AFC playoffs in the moment or at the moment, or let me restart. All right, true or false? Everyone in the AFC playoff picture at the moment could win the AFC. And I'll start out on this one, and I'll say false. And I'm not gonna lie. I think it's my team because, and I think the Chargers because I think almost everyone could. But what I've seen out of that offensive line for the Chargers, I don't think so. And we'll see if the Steelers can continue to throw the ball down the field, maybe. But I don't know. We can't stop the run, so I think our defense is a bigger concern for me than our offense. But I think 5 out of the 7 AFC playoff teams right now could go to the Super Bowl and represent the AFC. I think that's how wide open it is. How many teams do you think can?
Well, I may have to agree with you. I mean, like you said, we've seen the Steelers make the playoffs for 7, 8 years straight, or maybe has it been every year that Tomlin's been there? Yeah, I'm sorry, but
No, we've missed it.
y'all
We've missed it a couple
lost in
times.
y'all lost in the first round for 8 years straight. That's what it is. So yeah, I see that trend probably happening this year. I mean, with just how bad the AFC is, like I think y'all are like a borderline playoff team, but y'all leading y'all division, which is not that good this year. So yeah, I don't see the Steelers winning or going to the Super Bowl. And yeah, like you said, I don't see the Chargers either with, especially a quarterback with a broken hand. I was gonna put Jacksonville in there, but I think they may have the best defense now out of y'all's three teams, but I don't trust Trevor Lawrence at the same time. So they might go in that category as well. But I mean, other than that, yeah, I guess it is. Leave it to four teams that's pretty wide open in the AFC. So yeah.
Yeah. Speaking on Trevor Lawrence, by the way, I mean, how is he so perfectly built? Like he looks like Prince Charming out of Shrek. Does he not?
Oh, I've always said that. Yes, just like bro, that hair,
Bro, yeah, because
just
like he,
dye it black, bro.
dude, and there was a picture they had where he flipped his hair and he put his helmet on like that, and I was like, oh my god, he looks like Prince Charming. Like he could play the live action Prince Charming. Like I don't know how he's built like that. He's built perfectly. Uh,
Yeah.
Last true or false. I think you're going to agree with me on this one. True or false? No one, and I mean no one in the world knows what a catch is. You go first.
True. That's a simple. If y'all saw that
Yeah,
likely and
yeah,
the
yeah. It's true.
explanation by the analysts, it's true. We don't know what a catch is, bro.
Yep. I realized in that playoff game, in that Cowboys playoff game a long time ago when Des Bryant, when they called that not a catch, from then to now, I've known like, oh, I have no idea what a catch is. And I feel like they change rules every year. I remember the Jesse James Pittsburgh catch against the Patriots. He caught it. He actually made a football move, put it in the end zone, but then he didn't survive the ground. And everybody was like, well, like if he makes a playoff or a football move and then he sticks it in the end zone, isn't it a touchdown? No, he's also got to survive the ground. Okay, all right. That's another rule that I didn't know that no one knows, but okay, yeah. I'm also going true. Yeah, no one. If you tell me you know what a catch is, I'm gonna call you a bold-faced liar right to your face because no one does. It's impossible to know what a catch is. I mean, there's so many different rules and so many different things, and I've seen so many different types of catches where it's not a catch, it is a catch. So yeah, I'm. I think most people would say true to that, and I know we're both true for that one. Alrighty, that's everything for today. Anything else you want to add on to the show before we get out of here, Philip?
I think that's it.
Alrighty, we'll see y'all on Saturday.